Nominal turn jettison.
Copy that, SpaceX. We show the same and felt the same.
Dragon SpaceX, deorbit burn complete. Performance nominal. Nose cone closure initiated.
We show the same and tracking.
Confirmation there that we had a successful and nominal deorbit burn. So we're now going to see the nose cone begin its closing process. It takes a couple minutes for this to fully complete as I think we can see some shadows moving here, which means that we're about to lose this gorgeous view.
This is an incredible view. And as we mentioned earlier, the vehicle is doing a slew, so it is maneuvering to orient that heat shield a little bit more towards the Earth. And that helps prepare us for reentry.
Yeah. And we can see that nose cone coming into view now there in the top left corner. Once it is all the way down, there will be some hooks that lock in to make sure that it is locked up, as Jesse had said earlier. Once again, we will not be using the forward bulkhead Draco thrusters anymore.
Honestly, this view is just so cool to see everything that's happening. You can still see Earth, you've got Dragon maneuvering, you've got the nose cone closing, and you get to see the Skywalker mobility aid all in one.
We can see that nose cone coming down to its final position ever so slowly and ever so sadly.
Slow and steady. And again, we close the nose cone in preparation for re-entry of the vehicle. This helps keep the nose cone safe, intact with the vehicle. Again, we are going to close this and lock this, and this protects the top part of the vehicle as it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere. Now, we don't necessarily need it for Dragon, but we do want to protect that Skywalker during re-entry, which we don't typically have or haven't had before on Dragon missions. So this nose cone will actually keep that Skywalker mobility aid pretty safe as well.
Indeed. Now, while all this has been going on, the vehicle has initiated the nitrox suit purge. This helps to keep our crew members cool and comfortable during re-entry, which once again, we expect that to occur here in a few minutes, in about a half hour, or a little bit less than a half hour.
And this, you can see on your screen, is the first ground view of the Dragon capsule making its way back, entering the Earth's atmosphere.
I love this view. It's so fun to watch this. I can only imagine what it would be like to watch it with our own eyes. This thermal view in particular is really cool because you can see the trail behind it.
Oh,
Now,
that is so awesome. There's 4 humans inside of that capsule right now.
Now, once again, we are in the anticipated communications blackout period. Basically, there is an envelope of ionized air around the spacecraft, and it blocks radio signals from reaching Dragon. So this basically plasma field around it prohibits us from commanding the vehicle or from communicating with the crew. So this anticipated blackout period lasts about 7 minutes, so we should be coming out of it here in about the next minute or so. We will probably start to hear the SpaceX core begin to reach out to the Dragon capsule, just trying to hail them, or we might even hear from the Polaris Dawn crew first. Oh, that's an incredible view from the recovery ship stationed out in the water.
That is a sight to see for the people that are watching this live. It's not a comet. It is just the Polaris Dawn crew coming back to Earth. Wow, that is an amazing view.
Once again, we expect this blackout period to end in about a minute. Another view of the
Dragon SpaceX comm check.
Dragon has you loud and clear. Help me, SpaceX.
Loud and clear, Jared. Expect automated chute deployment.
incredible views, incredible comms. We have regained communications with the Polaris Dawn crew. This is a drone circling the recovery vessel. And that little white dot, I should start, the big white dot on the right, obviously the moon, the little white dot there in the center of your screen is the Dragon Resilience vehicle making its way, its final few kilometers back down to planet Earth after spending 5 days in orbit.
Wow, just some epic views tonight. You can hear the crowd here in Hawthorne getting excited. We've confirmed that we have comms with the crew.
Dragon SpaceX, GPS converged. Expect nominal altitude for drogue chute deploy.
Copy that, SpaceX. We show the same and tracking.
And the crew is still traveling very quickly right now as they're coming back through the Earth's atmosphere. But as you heard, the drogue chutes should be deploying here shortly, and that's going to slow them down significantly.
Yeah, we expect those to deploy in about 90 seconds. And as we heard in those comms, it's triggered by GPS. So the Dragon capsule using that GPS will automatically know exactly when to deploy it, and that happens around 40 kilometers. Once the drogue parachutes deploy, about a minute after that, we'll see the main parachutes.
And it's pretty incredible that we only...
We can see seat rotation now underway. This helps put the crew in a more ergonomic position in anticipation of
Brace for
splashdown.
drogue window.
Copy, we're bracing.
should see those chutes deploy here shortly.
There we can see that the drogue chutes have successfully deployed. It's a great thermal image. And that view is from the actual basin where those drogue parachutes are located.
Dragon SpaceX visual on 2 healthy drogues.
Copy that, SpaceX. We show the same.
These drogue parachutes help to stabilize the Dragon capsule and get it into the right orientation before those main parachutes pop out, as well as providing that initial deceleration.
This is such a great thermal shot of the Dragon capsule. You can see it turning a little bit with the drogue parachutes. And there are the 4 main chutes now deployed. They'll slowly open up to their full deployment here in just a few seconds.
Incredible views of the Polaris Dawn crew returning to Earth after 5 days in Earth's orbit. The crowd here at Mission Control in Hawthorne cheering.
SpaceX visual on 4 mains and descent rate nominal.
It's a beautiful sight to see.
Copy that, SpaceX. We show the same. 1,000.
Copy 1,000.
Beautiful sight to see those 4 healthy main parachutes.
So great.
Now, in about 2 minutes, we expect our splashdown to occur.
And you may hear the crew and the Corps talking. They're communicating about their altitude as they make their way back down to Earth.
We should start.
800.
Yeah, there it is. So we should start to hear
Copy 8.
are hearing our commander, Jared Isaacman, call out the altitude as they descend to the ocean's surface. We can see the Polaris Dawn crew nestled in their seats there on the left-hand side of your screen as they anticipate their
600.
splashdown.
Copy 6.
And you can see the difference in velocity. This is a lot gentler than just a few minutes ago. The Dragon is coming back down to Earth.
Absolutely. These main parachutes deploy at about 119 miles per hour and help slow the Dragon capsule down to about 15 miles per hour when it makes contact with the ocean.
You can also see that the capsule is now
400.
The capsule is now stabilized. It's no longer spinning like we saw it with the drogue parachutes.
We're bracing.
Copy 200 embraced.
Bracing for splashdown.
That will be the final call we hear from Jared until contact with the ocean surface. Standing by for a splashdown of the Polaris Dawn crew. And there you can see.
SpaceX copies, we see splash.
As you can see on your screen, and by the cheers behind us, the Polaris Dawn crew has successfully splashed down.
Welcome back to planet Earth, Polaris Dawn.
SpaceX recovery team now moving into place to begin the process of strapping the Dragon capsule up with the necessary rigging in order to lift it onto the recovery vessel.